Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Two Shores, One Story. I'm your host, Matthew, and today I have bad news. At the end of January, I received my N1 results, and I think I have to make a series because this is my third time failing the test. It's just very sad at this point that I think I might actually have to make a series because it just keeps happening. Yeah. I logged in before I worked, which was not a good idea because I was kind of set the mood of the whole day a little bit. But I checked my results and I got 78 out of 180. And you need at least a 100 out of 180 to pass. And you need a 19 or above on each subject. Language knowledge, reading, and listening. I got a 23 out of 60 on language knowledge. Reading was 19 out of 60, and listening was 36 out of 60. Not good. I'm very disappointed in myself that I couldn't pass this time. I thought the third time would be it. I've done it twice already. First time, my reading was weak, so I worked on that. My language knowledge was the second thing to do. I worked on vocab every day. I did grammar. It's still not enough. And listening is kind of fine, but I do need to work on listening, apparently, because I should be getting higher than a 36. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Last time I took the N1, I had a 81 out of 180. So the difference between the second time and the third time is not that dramatic. And I actually got the same on listening, 36. But I did better on reading. I got 24 out of 60, and language knowledge, I did a little bit worse, 23 out of 60. So, yeah, it's a bit embarrassing. And, I'm the person that won't give up, I guess. I'm not going to quit until I pass. That's for sure. But just the thing that sucked, and I'm happy for everybody who passed, but seeing their posts on Instagram kind of made me a little bit sad because I couldn't join them. One of my friends passed, and I'm happy for them. But what was it? It just made me feel really sad because they said 2.5 years earlier I was doing N5 or whatever. And now here I am, and I passed the N1 in 2.5 years. Maybe that's when they started learning Japanese. I don't know. But for me, I've been learning Japanese for almost 12 years. I think 12 years this May. So I felt kind of sad that I've taken this so much time. I've done the N1 3 times already, and I haven't passed. And I've given so much time to Japanese, mind you. And it's, they say that comparison is a thief of joy, and it's true because it's hard to compare because our circumstances were different, perhaps. When I first started learning Japanese, I was like in the middle of nowhere in Alberta, Canada, studying by myself for my first foundational years of Japanese. I learned it by myself. I did pretty good, and then I went to school, university, and I took the beginner classes, went to Japan, and that's when I really started my learning. That's when I improved the most, was when I was in Japan. I could feel exponential growth. This person, my friend, could have been starting learning Japanese in Japan 2.5 years earlier, And their motivation could have been way more higher than what my motivation is now. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff that you can compare. And it's just, yeah. So that happened. A few weeks have gone by. I'm good. I'm already like, what do I have to do? And I think I did talk about this in my New Year's resolution episode, which if you want to listen to that, please. And please also give a listen to the other New Year's resolutions interviews. They were all really interesting and enlightening. But in mine, I said that if I don't pass, I would like a tutor. So it is February. What day is it today? It is February 18th, the day that this episode will be released. On Friday, the 13th, I will be meeting a tutor on italki. If you don't know what italki is, I'm not sponsored by them, but I did use italki and I did work on italki for a little bit. But italki is an online tutoring website, so you can find any tutor for any language, and they can be community or professional. Lots of budgetary things that you can select, where they're from, what languages they speak, all that kind of stuff. I've used this before. So I found a tutor actually that I used for the N2. Mind you, didn't pass that one, but we're going to try her again. And I really liked her. I thought she was really helpful. So we're going to focus. We're going to get this because I'm so sick of taking this stupid test that this episode this test will be the last test that I do. I really hope so, because I don't want to do this test. It's so annoying. It just takes so much time. It's diverting my Japanese studies, where I could read books and have fun. But no, I can still do that for the N1, but I feel like I need to do the other stuff, like do textbooks and whatnot. And I'm just, it's not good. So if you didn't get the mark you wanted on the N1, I'm sorry. I feel bad. It sucks. But also, please don't give up, because Japanese isn't about taking tests. At the end of the day, it really is not. It's just about talking with other people. And I can do that. Sometimes I have trouble, but most times I can get my point across. I can connect with people, and that's what's important. And I will be also trying to take that in as well, is because it's not about the test. If I can pass the test, great. If not, that's okay. But I do want to pass it this time because, it costs money to take this test, and I'm done paying. So please wish me luck. I will let you know how the tutoring goes, but I just wanted to share that upsetting news. It's okay. I'm doing okay now. It's been a few weeks, so I've had time to think about it. What do I want to do? That kind of stuff. I'm reading. I'm doing everything that I can. I hope to I'll diversify my reading a little bit more, because I like to read doctor stuff, but that doesn't really show up that much on the N1 test. There's a lot of nonfiction stuff that I can read, but I have trouble reading because they're not that exciting, but I need to read that. So actually, I got a book about my prefecture. It has a lot of information on it, so that would help if I can get started reading that. And that's really everything that I can think of. But yeah, thank you for listening to my unfortunate news, but you can only go up, and I hope that I can do so. And yeah, I will see you later.